Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Journey TV, the place where you improve your English through motivation, powerful life lessons, and real-life listening practice. Today, I want you to think about something very important. Have you ever looked at successful people and wondered why they seem smarter, calmer, and more confident than everyone else? Maybe you think they were born with special intelligence. Maybe you believe smart people simply have better brains. But what if that is not true? What if becoming smarter is actually something you can train every single day? What if intelligence is not a gift, but a habit? In today's episode, we are going to explore how smart people think, how they build powerful habits, and how you can upgrade your own mind step by step. This is not only an English listening practice lesson. It is also a guide to improving your life, your focus, and your future. So relax, stay focused, improve your English naturally, and enjoy today's motivational podcast. Let's begin. Part 1. Your brain is like a muscle. Many people believe intelligence is fixed from birth. They think some people are naturally smart while others will always struggle. But modern science shows something completely different. The brain can grow stronger through learning and practice. Your mind changes based on what you repeatedly do every day. Think about learning English. At first, understanding conversations may have felt impossible. Native speakers sounded too fast. Words disappeared before your brain could understand them. Maybe you felt embarrassed speaking simple sentences. But slowly, after enough practice, your listening improved. Your vocabulary improved. Your confidence improved. That happened because your brain adapted. The human brain works like a muscle. When you challenge it, it becomes stronger. When you stop using it, it becomes weaker. Smart people understand this deeply. They know intelligence is not magic. It is built slowly through daily habits. Every time you read a book, solve a problem, ask questions, or learn a skill, your brain creates stronger mental connections. Over time, these small learning moments completely transform the way you think. The problem is that many people stop training their minds after school. They stop reading, stop learning, and stop challenging themselves. But intelligent people continue growing throughout life. They stay curious because they understand something important. Growth never truly ends. Part 2. Curiosity changes everything. One of the biggest differences between highly intelligent people and average people is curiosity. Smart people constantly ask questions. They want to understand how things work. They explore ideas deeply instead of accepting simple answers. Children are naturally curious. They ask hundreds of questions about the world around them. Why is the sky blue? How do airplanes fly? Why do humans dream? But many adults slowly lose this curiosity. Life becomes repetitive. Wake up, go to work, return home, watch videos, sleep, and repeat the same routine again. But smart people refuse to stop exploring. They continue learning because curiosity keeps the brain active and alive. They read books, study new ideas, learn skills, and listen carefully to other people's experiences. They understand that learning creates growth, and growth creates intelligence. Imagine two people living completely different lifestyles. One person spends 5 hours every day scrolling through meaningless social media content. The second person spends even 30 minutes daily reading useful information or learning valuable skills. At first, the difference between these two people may seem small, but after 1 year, their minds will become completely different. Small learning habits create massive long-term results. Even learning for 15 or 20 minutes daily can change your future dramatically. Smart people protect their curiosity because they know curiosity pushes the mind toward improvement. Part 3. Books upgrade the human mind. Reading is one of the most powerful habits in the world. Almost every successful person reads regularly because books contain knowledge, wisdom, and life experience. When you read, you borrow the thoughts and lessons of other people. A single book can teach lessons someone spent 30 years learning. Imagine gaining decades of experience in only a few days. That is the power of reading. Books improve vocabulary, concentration, communication, imagination, and memory. Reading also teaches deeper thinking. In today's world, many people struggle to focus because technology trains the brain to move quickly from one thing to another. Social media shortens attention spans. But books train the brain to slow down and think carefully. Some people say they dislike reading, but often they simply have not discovered the right books yet. Start with topics that genuinely interest you. Read about success, psychology, motivation, history, language learning, or business. The important thing is building the habit consistently. Even reading 10 pages every day creates powerful long-term improvement. Smart people understand that small actions repeated daily become life-changing over time. They carefully choose what enters their minds because they know thoughts shape actions and actions shape the future. Part 4. Focus is a superpower. Modern life is full of distraction. Phones vibrate constantly. Notifications appear every few minutes. Social media competes for human attention every second of the day. As a result, many people struggle to focus deeply even for a short time. But intelligent people understand something important. Focus is one of the greatest superpowers in the modern world. Deep thinking requires concentration. Imagine trying to build a house while someone interrupts you every 2 minutes. Progress would become slow and frustrating. The same thing happens inside the brain when people constantly check their phones during work or study. Every interruption weakens concentration. That is why smart people protect their attention carefully. Sometimes they spend time alone. Sometimes they disconnect from technology completely. Not because they hate people, but because silence strengthens thinking. If you want to become smarter, train your focus daily. Read without checking your phone. Study without distractions. Practice concentrating for longer periods of time. At first, this feels difficult because modern technology trains the brain to seek constant stimulation. But eventually, concentration becomes easier. And stronger focus creates faster learning, deeper understanding, and better decision-making. Part 5. Failure teaches the brain. Most people fear failure because failure feels painful and embarrassing. They avoid difficult situations because they are afraid of making mistakes. But intelligent people think differently about failure. Smart people understand that mistakes are necessary for growth. Every challenge teaches the brain something valuable. Every problem strengthens thinking. Think about learning to walk as a child. You probably fell many times before learning balance. But eventually, your brain adapted. Now walking feels natural and automatic. The same process happens in every part of life. Athletes lose competitions before becoming champions. Entrepreneurs fail before building successful businesses. Writers create terrible first drafts before publishing great books. Even improving English requires mistakes. Nobody becomes fluent without speaking incorrectly sometimes. Mistakes are not proof of weakness. Mistakes are proof that learning is happening. Smart people understand that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every mistake contains information. Every challenge develops experience. And every lesson makes the mind stronger. Part 6. Your environment shapes your thinking. Human beings are strongly influenced by their environment. The people around you affect your habits, attitudes, mindset, and energy more than you realize. If you spend time with negative people constantly, negativity slowly becomes normal. If you surround yourself with lazy people, laziness begins influencing your own habits. But if you spend time with disciplined, motivated, and curious people, your mindset changes in positive ways. Smart people choose their environment carefully. They spend time with people who inspire growth. They listen to educational content. They avoid unnecessary drama and negativity because they understand that energy spreads between people. Habits spread too. Attitudes spread too. That is why your environment matters so much. If everyone around you wastes time every day, wasting time begins feeling normal. But if your environment encourages discipline and learning, growth becomes easier. Your future is strongly connected to the people and information surrounding you daily. Part 7. Healthy habits create a stronger brain. Your brain is part of your body. If your body feels exhausted, your mind becomes weaker too. Smart people understand the connection between physical health and mental performance. Sleep is extremely important. During sleep, the brain repairs itself and organizes memories. Without enough sleep, concentration becomes weaker, memory becomes worse, and decision-making becomes harder. Exercise also improves brain function. Movement increases blood flow and energy levels. Many people notice clearer thinking after exercise or even after taking a simple walk. Food matters too. Your brain needs healthy energy to function properly. Too much unhealthy food can reduce focus, motivation, and mental clarity. Simple, healthy habits create major long-term improvement. Drinking enough water, sleeping earlier, moving your body regularly, and eating healthier foods all strengthen the mind. Smart people understand that taking care of the body also improves thinking. Part 8. Emotional control is true intelligence. Many people think intelligence only means having knowledge, but emotional control is another form of intelligence. Some people panic immediately when problems appear. Others become angry quickly and lose control under pressure. But emotionally intelligent people stay calm during difficult situations. They pause before reacting. They think before speaking. They search for solutions instead of creating more problems. Imagine two people facing the same challenge. One person becomes emotional and loses control. The second person stays calm and thinks clearly. Who will probably solve the problem faster? Most likely, the calm person. Emotionally intelligent people understand that emotions influence decisions. That is why they practice self-control. This does not mean intelligent people never feel sadness, frustration, or stress. Everyone experiences emotions, but smart people learn how to manage emotions instead of allowing emotions to control every action. Calm thinking creates better decisions, and better decisions create better lives. Part 9. Learning never ends. One dangerous habit is believing you already know enough. Intelligent people remain humble because they understand there is always more to learn. The world changes constantly. Technology changes. Communication changes. New ideas appear every year. People who stop learning eventually fall behind, but people who continue learning stay adaptable and prepared for the future. Learning does not only happen in school. Life itself teaches lessons daily. Books teach lessons, mistakes teach lessons, conversations teach lessons, travel teaches lessons, experiences teach lessons. Smart people pay attention carefully. They observe life deeply. They ask questions and remain open-minded because they understand that growth never truly ends. The smartest people in the world still study and improve themselves every single day. Part 10. Small habits create big results. Many people want instant success. They want dramatic transformation overnight. But real intelligence grows slowly through consistent habits. Reading daily, practicing English daily, writing ideas down, exercising regularly, sleeping earlier. These actions may seem small in the moment, but repeated daily, they completely transform the mind and life. Success is usually not one giant moment. It is thousands of small actions repeated consistently over time. That is why discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation changes every day. Some mornings you feel inspired. Other days you feel tired and unmotivated. But disciplined habits continue even when emotions change. Smart people create routines that support growth automatically. They build systems that improve life little by little every day. Daily habits shape destiny. Your future depends on what you repeatedly do. Final message. Becoming smarter is possible for anyone willing to grow consistently. You do not need perfect talent. You do not need genius-level intelligence. You simply need curiosity, discipline, learning, focus, patience, and the willingness to improve little by little every day. Read more books. Protect your focus. Learn from mistakes. Take care of your health. Choose good influences, and never stop growing. Remember this powerful truth. Small daily improvements create extraordinary long-term results. One day, you will look back and realize your mind became stronger step by step. Thank you for listening to today's English podcast on English Journey TV. Keep practicing your English every day. Listen carefully, speak confidently, learn patiently, and continue upgrading your mind. See you in the next episode.